Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Late Night Enforcers. We're doing a very quick impression slash review, non-spoiler, fun time, happy, touch your face down to just the navel because we'll get below the belt line in another video. Not this one. Ooh, sensual.
X-rated.
No,
What?
no, I ain't going that far with
No?
you, Ryan. No, that's not. That's
Not
not.
on camera anyway.
No, not ever in your fucking life. So this is Ian Fiend 75002. That's Ryan Sleek Stealthy 85. We saw Avengers Infinity War last night.
Oh, yes, we did.
It
Yes, we
was
did.
something to behold, and
It
we're
was.
briefly going to touch on some of the things that we liked and disliked. Well, I'm going to touch on the things that I liked and disliked. I don't know what Ryan's got planned for his conversation, but let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. My gripe with the movie, and it's a simple gripe, and it's an easy kind of warning for people that have not watched any of the Marvel movies before this. Don't see this movie first because there is no character building for any of the main characters. So you're
There's.
it's going to be totally left out. The only character that gets any character building is the main big bad guy.
It's Thanos, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
That's
There's
all.
no, yeah, there's no character building for his supporting cast either.
Nope. They're just fodder, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so there's that. So let me just put that out there. It is a good idea to have seen all of the movies, and you got to pay attention to little quips that are said about the people that aren't there. Not going to go into who's not there, but it you'll see when you get there.
You'll know.
You'll know when you see it. The other thing that you need to know, kind of going into this, that there is a very large story that has many different things going on at once. So you've got, like, I think at maximum you had 4 different storylines going on in 4 different areas of
At the same.
at the same time. So you're going to jump from this to this to this to this to this to this, and it's not ever really centered around one main person other than Thanos, because Thanos is the big bad guy. He is the thread that ties all these little stories together. So the trailers to me kind of made it feel like they were going to focus on Captain America quite a bit, but there wasn't as much.
Yeah, I can actually agree with that and I think that's just pure marketing, right? Because this is, as we discussed and slightly argued about, but I'm actually in agreement. It's Avengers 3, right? Now it's not the third movie in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that ties into this storyline, but it is the third Avengers movie in title, and it is the climax, right? It is the culmination of a decade of movies. Now, starting with Iron Man 1, if you want to be that dedicated and you want to do what Fiend here has suggested, watch them all. I wouldn't be so concerned about watching this movie relatively soon if that is your plan, unless you got nothing to do for like 2 days and just want to binge watch everything and you have them all. I know some people have done that. Yeah, I would highly recommend, at minimum, you watch the other 2 Avengers movies, Civil War, Thor, Dark World, and Ragnarok. You could skip the first one. Definitely both Guardians movies. Those are required. If you want to talk about like required reading or required viewing, those 2 are key, because they're the 2 that really introduced the Infinity Stones into the entire
Yeah,
section.
yeah, because if you go,
Guardians 1 is what introduced the Infinity Stones.
yeah, because back in Avengers 1, they didn't really refer to it as an Infinity Stone because I don't think
Yeah,
it
it
was
was just a
known as
testament.
that. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And I, I would say everything. What Guardians 2, Ragnarok, Black Panther,
Doctor
and Black
Strange.
Panther is really just, to me, Black Panther is just set up for the Wakanda battle scene that everybody kind of gets glimpses of in the trailers.
Yeah,
Because there's not so because that's that movie is a required movie for the universe. It has to exist to support the Black Panther character. It's not necessarily required for the Thanos storyline, right? But it's really good, so watch it anyway. It comes out on DVD in like what, the 8th, right? Yeah, it comes out on the 8th. So not this next week, but the following.
No,
Tuesday.
the 15th. Because Batman Samurai Ninja thing comes out on the 8th. I just was looking at it earlier today.
I swore it said no. Black Panther's coming out on the 8th.
So digitally, yes, but
digitally on the 8th.
Blu-ray and DVD.
If you require physical media to watch movies, like some sort of old pleb that doesn't have the ability to stream.
Oh, this coming from the this coming from the little fucker that has access to my goddamn Voodoo account.
He basically just admitted to the fact he doesn't need physical media. He doesn't need it.
It's clearer. What happens if your internet goes down? You can't watch movies.
So?
Well, what am I going to do? Spend time with my family? Family? Family?
Okay.
Come to me.
We're not going to let this rabbit hole too long because we don't want to make this a long one. But
hello, dog.
Yeah, so if you're not, I need a DVD or a Blu-ray, just pick that bitch up on Amazon Prime when it drops on the 8th and fucking watch it.
Okay, back on point. So, as you were saying in our brief reaction video, this one does like carry over a lot of the humor that has been kind of just like sprinkled in a lot of it. Like Thor still has his sassy ass from Ragnarok, which I really liked.
I fucking love it.
I hope they perpetuate that. In fact, I hope, man, I can't even say that guy's name. The director of Ragnarok, I hope they keep him on for Thor movies because that movie was so good, and allowing him to kind of keep that attitude in this movie was great.
He's developed that character a lot since watching original Thor and now.
Yes. But there is a lot of jokes. In fact, I don't know if I pissed you off when I did that, but there was a joke between two characters where it was you and me, and I reached over and like punched you in the shoulder. Was like, dude, that's us.
Oh yeah.
Because you looked at me like motherfucker. I was like, hey, that's us.
Yeah, no, you didn't make me mad. Yeah, I was kind of worried that we were bothering the people next to us because of how we were laughing.
Sometimes we were the only people laughing in there.
Well, it's like I expected more verbal reaction in the crowd than we got, but I think that was just because so many people were like
glued to it, like would not take their eyes from it. Yeah.
This reaction is gonna happen like minimum 4 times in the movie. Minimum 4 times.
Hang on a second, I gotta move that thing so I get
guaranteed. And I feel like that's probably lowballing it. But yeah, all the humor gets tied together. Additional quips. I love seeing Doctor Strange v Tony Stark.
Oh yeah.
That humor, the egomaniac of both of them. I know I'm an egomaniac, and I've tried to fix it, and I know I'm an egomaniac, and I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah. The quippy nature. Now this was in one of the trailers, so I don't feel like I'm ruining anything. But the quippy nature of having Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, and Star-Lord all in the same little story arc. At a certain point, it's like, oh, we're just gonna quip back and forth. I'm actually
kind of watching one Deadpool movie.
Well, yeah. If you had another quippy character in there, I mean, so far the one Deadpool movie that we've gotten so far that's good, it was just him and everybody else. What, dude? Tell me, X-Men Wolverine Origins was a good movie.
Oh, I don't consider that a Deadpool movie. I mean, yeah, Wade's in it.
Yes, and it was Ryan Reynolds.
And that Deadpool was shit, so.
Yes, that's what I'm getting at. Sponsored, not sponsored. Let me take a swig of this.
Yeah. No, I totally agree.
But really, really good. There is a lot that goes on. That's why this video here is so super, super short, because there is not really anything that we can really talk about without getting into specific story, plotline type things. And we definitely don't want to spoil anything for you guys, because we want you to go see it. It is an amazing film. We didn't even we had kind of kicked around the idea of going and seeing it Friday, and then all of a sudden Friday was right around the corner, and you're like, what are we doing? And it's like, I don't know. Are you going? And you're like, I'm going. And I'm like, okay, we'll get my ticket too, and we'll go together.
Yeah, tickets. Yes.
Let's
do it.
The really stupid funny thing is both of us went walking in with our Apex Fitness hoodies on. So, David, that's for you, buddy. We look like a biker gang just for you, my friend.
What I will say is, for anybody watching this who is just like, I just haven't had time to go see it, I want to go see it, and I'm hoping that it's good, or they're waiting for people for reactions and reviews and stuff like that. What I will say is that you will get everything that you wanted out of it, and you will even get stuff that you didn't want. And both of those statements are both positive and negative in of themselves. There are things that will suck, and there are things that are undoubtedly awesome.
Yeah.
And it is well worth the 2.5 hours. I mean, it's a 150-minute movie. So
didn't feel like it though, because it is so well paid.
Drag it all.
No.
There was not a single point where I was like, okay, come on, we need to get to the next plot point, because this one's tried out. The pacing is perfect. They did really well, especially with all of the storylines that they had involved in it. So, yeah.
I'm just glad my plan worked of not ingesting many liquids before the movie, so that I would not have to urinate in the middle of it.
Yeah. Don't do that.
Yeah,
don't buy any drinks.
Don't get up and leave the theater. If you got to get one of those Stadium Bro catheter things, look into that. Buy that thing. I don't know what.
Speaking of leaving the theater.
Yes.
If you have partaken in the comic book universe of movies, and I say that in general just because, DC's getting started, right? And, Marvel's been doing this for a minute.
10 years. If you are of the variety of person that is, oh hey, the credits are going, I'm gonna get to my car and get out of here so I don't gotta fight with traffic and fuck with all that, and you just get up and go, are you dumb? You're missing the first possible tease to the next movie in the line. If it's not the next movie, it's the movie right after the next.
There is traditionally there are 2 after credit scenes in roughly every Marvel Universe movies. Now that doesn't happen in every single one.
No.
But at least in the recent ones, there's roughly 2. Like there's one, and then they do big credits, and then there's another one, right? In this one, there is only one. It is after all credits end.
But it makes sense. It makes sense as to why there is only one when you get in there.
Yeah, I ain't that guy. So, but we saw like 3 people leave when the credits started, and I mean,
we laughed at each other.
3.
I mean, it was a pretty full theater, but
it was a 100% full theater. Like every seat was sold out. It wasn't sold out when I got our tickets, but the only seats that were left after ours were you sitting in the front like this.
Yeah, the whole front.
Giant ass up in front of you.
Like, that's how I watched Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the the prequel sucked.
But yeah, so don't do that. Like, don't be that guy.
Don't leave. Now, granted, and this is just a little tease to the big video that we're gonna do. I wasn't super thrilled with what they showed, but you know,
It was different than what we predicted.
yeah, it actually got a verbal outburst from me
Yeah.
that as soon as it left my lips, I was like, oops. Because I don't want to be that guy that's like saying some shit in the movie theater. Like, I disagree with this statement that this movie has made. I'm not,
Yeah,
I'm not,
especially in a movie like this.
yeah. But, so,
Cried. He cried.
yeah, I ain't even gonna lie.
I legit, I had to lock it down at one point. I had to lock it down.
Look,
And it was the same point. It was the exact same point.
I'm not afraid of my emotions.
He's not afraid of his emotions. I apparently am a scared little bitch and locked it down. It was like, no, can't do it.
I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's backpedal outside of this movie real quick. When I saw The Force Awakens, there was a scene in there. Still going with the no spoiler type thing on this title that you got up here. There was a scene in that I got damn near to the stupid ugly cries, and I'm talking like like I was shaking the chair with how my breath was like pulsing back and forth. I was almost there during this movie, so
yeah, that was a rough one. But don't you like how we're just teasing it and everybody's like, which this has to be about? Everybody's talking about the one Avenger that died. This has to be about that.
Is it? I don't know.
I don't know.
It could be all about the fact that Superman and Wonder Woman came flying in, and Clark Wayne.
Ultimate crossover.
Yeah, he said
crossover of crossovers.
We wanted to be in a good movie. that brought a tear to my eye because I know there's a Deathstroke movie on the horizon, possibly, depending on how everything plays out.
Right.
But so yeah, I guess we're gonna wrap this up. But really, overall, I would say go check this movie out as soon as possible because almost everything outside of what's in the trailers is a spoiler. There's just so much that happens in this movie. I'll even be honest with you. At a certain point, my son is into Legos. At a certain point, I was trying to not look at Lego sets. Well, eventually, I started looking at the Lego sets, so I knew of a few key plot points that were going to take place. Now, one of them was the so everybody knows about the attack of Wakanda. There's a Lego set that is called, I think it's like Holding the Walls of Wakanda or something along those lines, which, so it was like, okay, well, that's cool. I'm not going to talk about what characters, what little minifigs came in that set because that is plot specific to the movie. But yeah, no, I say go check it out at your earliest convenience, or fuck that. Get a babysitter, get your kids watched, or take them. I mean, the next time my kiddo's over, I'm taking him to go see it, so that'll be my second time seeing the movie. But, get out there, go see the movie. What do you think?
I think that if you haven't gone to see the movie and you're still watching this video, you're probably in the wrong. You should likely be in the car on the way to the theater right now.
Well, now, hang on a second. We don't want to instigate that people should be watching the YouTubes while they are driving their vehicle. Before you leave, though, hit that subscribe button, click that bell, and become part of our notification squad. Hold on a second. I'm going to move this. There we go. Yeah, and then...
move that controller.
Yeah, well, it's one of the only light sources in here, so...
Right. Yes, but I initial rating, and we'll give official ratings at the end of our giant one. Initial rating for me, ballparking it, it's very well within between 9 and 10s. And I'm just going to say that until we dive balls deep into this and start breaking it down.
Yeah.
Which will come within another week or two. We want to give people time to see it before we put that together.
Yep.
So, but yeah, go see it.
Yes.
Like now.
Like right now. Look.
Right now.
Okay, so right now at the time of this recording.
Subscribe, bell, go.
Yeah. At the time of this recording.
Subscribe, bell, go.
It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, fine. You may not be able to find tickets right now for right now, but guess what? Tomorrow is another day, and it is a Sunday. Sunday is when most good people go to church, but most great people go see Avengers Infinity War because, you know, all those other people are in church, but you're at the movie theater. Because, I mean, that's when I go to the movie theater because, you know, I sit with all the other film sinners and enjoy my junior mints and my sody pops.
He's old.
I keep combing my beard.
Yeah. All right. We'll catch everybody on the next one. Thanks for hanging out. Drop a like, hit subscribe, and the bell. We'll see you later.
Bye, sexy people.
Bye.